Imagine walking through your garden on a path that feels alive. A path that didn't cost $1,000 and didn't require a weekend of back-breaking machinery. Imagine a mosaic of broken china, like a Portuguese street, a path of glowing bottle ends, or ancient, moss-covered stones that feel like they've been there for 100 years. This isn't a professional paver job. This is something far more magical, and you can build it for free from materials you already have. Welcome back to Home and Garden Borneo, where we believe the most beautiful things in life are the ones we create from nothing. If you believe a garden should be a rustic, magical storybook, not an expensive, sterile project, then you are in the right place. We post new $0 garden ideas just like this every single week. Consider subscribing so you don't miss the next one. And we love to know where our ideas are traveling. What country are you watching from today? Let us know in the comments. One, the Storybook Moss and Flagstone Path. Imagine a pathway that feels like a whisper from an older time. See these stones, not perfect squares, but fragments of the earth, laid by hand, each one holding a different shape, a different secret. Feel the cool, damp surface beneath your fingers, aged with character. But the real magic is in what binds them together. Not concrete, but life. Soft, green, velvet moss, patiently filling every crack, every space between. It is a living carpet, a testament to patience, turning a simple path into a piece of the forest floor. This is a path that doesn't just cut through the garden, it becomes part of it. It invites the quiet, the slow, the thoughtful. Every step is a reminder that even in imperfection, there is profound beauty. And just as nature reclaims the stone, we too can reclaim what is discarded. Two, the Enchanted wood slice path. Now, imagine bringing the heart of the forest directly to your feet. Picture a path made not of cold stone, but of warm, living wood. Each slice, a perfect circle, a cross-section of a life that once reached for the sun. You can almost trace the rings with your finger, each one a memory of a different season. This is a path made from fallen branches, from the trash of the storm, given a new purpose. Set into the soft earth, they feel solid yet gentle, a bridge between you and the soil. There is a beautiful honesty to wood. It holds the warmth of the sun and the coolness of the rain. To walk on it is to feel connected to the trees, to the slow, steady rhythm of growth and renewal. It is a humble material, yet it creates a path of extraordinary warmth and character. It reminds us that nothing is truly an end, just a new beginning, waiting to be seen. Three, the stained glass bottle bottom path. What if the trash of last night's celebration could become the treasure of tomorrow's garden? Imagine a path that doesn't just lie there, but glows. A path that drinks the sunlight and turns it into liquid color. Here, hundreds of forgotten bottle ends are given a new life, standing together, their glass bases pointed to the sky. Each circle is a tiny lens, an emerald green, a deep cobalt blue, an amber brown, creating a mosaic of stained glass right in the earth. It is a path of captured light. When the morning sun hits, it sparkles with 1,000 tiny stars. When the rain falls, it shines like a river of polished gems. This is the ultimate alchemy of the garden, turning what was once empty and discarded into something that is full of light, full of wonder. It teaches us that beauty is not about what something is, but what it can become. Four, the Portuguese mosaic path, broken tile plate. Imagine a path born from a mistake, a dropped plate, a cracked tile, a cup that no longer holds water. Here, broken is not an end. It is the beginning of a masterpiece. See how these fragments, once sharp and chaotic, are now gathered with purpose. A piece of a blue willow plate next to a simple white tile, a shard of terracotta, each one a story, a memory. Set together by a careful hand, they become a mosaic. A storybook street from an old European town, right in your own garden. It is a path of resilience. This path teaches us that there is no such thing as beyond repair. It shows us how to take the fractured pieces of our past and set them into a new design, creating something more intricate, more interesting, and far more beautiful than the original, unbroken thing ever was. It is a celebration of imperfection, a true work of heart. Five, the River Gem Pebble Mosaic Path. Now, let us consider the most humble of materials, the simple pebble. Imagine a path made not from large stones, but from thousands of small ones, gathered from a riverbed or a shore. Each one, smoothed by water and time, a tiny gem in its own right. Look closer. See how they are placed one by one, not scattered, but set. Turned on their sides, packed tightly together, they create a tapestry. A swirling mandala, a flowing river, a pattern as old as the sea itself. This is a path of patience. It is a form of meditation, a slow and deliberate art. To walk on it is to feel the texture of 1,000 stones underfoot, a massage for the soul. It reminds us that great, enduring beauty is not always born from a grand gesture, but often from 1,000 small, patient, and loving acts, repeated over and over again. Six, the rustic brick reclaimed path. Imagine a path that carries the echo of a history. These are not new, perfect bricks from a factory. These are reclaimed, rescued from an old wall, a forgotten chimney, a life before this one. Look at the colors, a faded terracotta, a sun-bleached orange, a smoky gray. Each one is a different story. Feel the rough, porous surface, worn smooth by decades of rain and sun. They are laid simply, perhaps in a straightforward line or a classic herringbone, with small, imperfect gaps. There is a powerful sense of permanence here. A humble brick, made of earth and fire, now returned to the earth. It is a path of stability, of character, of warmth. It doesn't shout for attention. It quietly belongs. It reminds us that what is old is not without value. That strength and beauty can be found in what has already served one purpose and is now ready to serve another. Seven, the soft pathway, mulch or pine needles. But what if a path was not a path at all? What if it was simply the forest floor, invited home? Imagine a trail that makes no sound, a soft, silent carpet of shredded bark, or a feathery bed of pine needles gathered from beneath the trees. This is a path for bare feet. Feel the way it yields, the way it cushions your step. It is not an intruder. It is a part of the earth itself. It smells of pine, of damp soil, of the woods after a rain. This path does more than guide your feet. It feeds the soil beneath it. It holds the moisture, quiets the weeds, and slowly, gently, returns to the earth from which it came. It is a path of humility. It doesn't try to last forever. It simply asks to be present, to be soft, and to be part of the garden's natural cycle. A quiet space between the chaos. Eight, the upcycled rustic edging, bottles, wood, stones. A path, no matter how beautiful, can be lost. It needs a guide. It needs a frame. The professionals will sell you strips of plastic, sharp and lifeless. But a storybook garden deserves a border with a soul. Imagine a line of wine bottles, their bottoms catching the sun like the bottle path, a colorful, scalloped guardian for your mulch. Picture a row of driftwood, silvered and gnarled, standing like ancient sentinels. Or the humble, reclaimed brick, turned on its side, creating a rustic sawtooth line in the earth. This is the art of definition. This is the beauty of the edge. These simple, found objects do more than just hold back the soil. They give the path its shape. They create order from the beautiful chaos of the garden. They are the gentle hand that says, "Here, this is the way." But an edge is only half the story. It needs something to hold. Nine, the sandset pea gravel path. Finally, imagine a path that sings to you. A path that announces your arrival with a soft, satisfying crunch. This is the simple, honest pea gravel path. It is a dry riverbed, a collection of 1,000 tiny, smooth stones, gathered and laid to rest. See the colors: ivory, tan, rose, and gray, a natural mosaic, perfectly imperfect. Held in place by the rustic borders we've dreamed of, the stones, the wood, the bottles. This path is perhaps the most classic of all. It is the sound of a quiet morning, a cup of tea in hand. It is not an illusion. It is simply earth. Clean, bright, and true. It holds no water. It asks for little, and in return, it gives a texture and a sound that feels like home. It reminds us that the most timeless ideas are often the simplest. And with our paths now laid, the garden is ready for its stories to begin. The professionals will tell you to dig, to compact, to measure, and to buy. But nature simply arranges. It takes what is broken and makes it beautiful. It takes what is old and makes it timeless. Your garden is your story. So go, find your stones, your wood, your forgotten pieces, and start telling it. Thank you for dreaming with us today. We'll see you in the next one.